I heard about the crazy things you do. I know that you know I do crazy things too. Okay, this is Zora answering questions via email during the readings. And one of the questions was about dream catchers. Anyway, it's by Miss Sanderson. She said, someone made a dream catcher, and she wanted to know, was it harmful purposes toward her? She found two of them, small ones, hanging on her fence outside her home, and wasn't sure if it could bring bad luck if she brought it into the house. Now, this is a picture of a dream catcher. You notice the little things in there? They catch the dreams. But get this, according to the Chippewa and Ojibwa Native Americans, they catch the bad dreams, these little things. And then at the first light of the sunshine dissolves all the bad dreams and the nightmares. And all the good dreams just go on through. Isn't that beautiful? So that was not bad luck if she had two dream catchers. That was in fact for her kids. She should hang them near their bed where they sleep and near a window or near a window. Like if their bed is near a window, then she would hang it in the window near the bed. And this is to protect them, especially from bad dreams and bad luck, as they call it. Now, that was one of the questions sent in. Okay, this was sent in by TLQUIN. It says, if 11 abilities are actually one ability, what can allow someone to be both psychokinetic and telepathic, telepathic, scientifically speaking, being able to manipulate space? Okay, TL. Or for instance, let's say a child is born with the ability of telepathy. And, somewhere during her early life, her father leaves, but she still communicates with him telepathically. Because she's upset that he's not there. So she already had that ability, but it came out when her father left. Then let's say during the course of the time, the parent that kept her was not as watchful as she should be, and the child is sexually assaulted. Okay, so this brings in psychokinesis. All right. So now that the child is of a certain age, she can actually manipulate space because of her experiences, her bad experiences. So yes, there are two things that can become one, but he said 11 abilities. And let's say she was born on the 29th. 2 and 9 equals 11. So 11 is her master number, and that's the number where she works her abilities. So it is very possible, and that child being me. Okay, so I know that's true. So that's the answer to your question, TL Quinn or Keen. Okay, the next question is by Alexandra B. I ain't gonna give her last name. Which one has been the most interesting ghost in history, and why is that? Of course, everybody should know the answer to that. Abraham Lincoln. Why? Well, they said that even in the White House, they could feel Abraham Lincoln's presence. And some people even saw him, even saw his astral body, or that he's haunting the White House. Now, he was the 16th president between 1861 and 1865, preserving the Union during the Civil War. But he does also serve in the afterlife in the White House. Okay? So to me, he would be the most interesting ghost of all time in history, would be Abraham Lincoln. All right? Then there was another question. This one was by Aditya P. It says, is the haunted house in the Conjuring film real? And yes, that's what the new owners say. 2 new people bought that house from the Conjuring film. And they said weird stuff has been going on in that house ever since they bought it. Unexplainable phenomenon. Voices, weirdness, stuff moving. I mean, the whole thing. So yes, is the answer to that. Conjuring, I don't know if you saw the movie or not, but they had used this particular house. And yes, the house really, really was haunted. Okay? Now, back to the dream catcher. The Indians that really started that was the Ojibwa and the Chippewa. They started the dream catching, or the dream catchers, and the other tribes adopted that idea because they really wanted to protect their children from bad dreams. So that's what was happening. Now, those were the questions that I was sent in. And there were more questions, but I cannot answer every single question. But what I can do is go a little bit into each question. Now, the owners of that haunted house, they really feel cheated. They feel like they really shouldn't have bought that house. But it seemed like to me, common sense would have told them that. Oh yeah, sorry, this is Aura. Please like and subscribe. And I'm doing readings by Aura, okay, via email. But anyway, back to the movie The Conjuring. Seemed like to me, common sense would have said, okay, if this house is in this movie, maybe this thing's going on is real, okay? And they should have, kind of did a little research and saw that the house was really haunted. But they didn't do that. Oh, these pictures are by Olua. I presented them earlier. She finished them and set them out. She's working on another one, and it's beautiful. Let's take a sneak peek at it. Okay. She's working on this. I see the grass leaves. She's still working on it. It's beautiful, though. I like the colors. Now, she's been an artist since she was a little girl. So now, we looked at the other painting. If you have any questions, please send them to the Aura Show at gmail.com. And it's TheAuraShow at gmail.com. That is my business address, okay? So you can send your questions there, and I will give you an answer. Only one question. Now, we going back to one of the questions by T.L. Quinn. The 11 abilities is something that I don't know if they just thought this up or what, but they keep referring to this, the 11 abilities, because some people have so many different abilities. But the main 2 he wanted to know about was psychokinetic and telepathy. We all have a form of telepathy. That comes from our third eye. Okay, you think of somebody, they call, or you think of somebody, you go out, you see the person, that's little indications of telepathy. Okay, but there are a lot of more deeper telepathic things. They use cards with flowers on them, circles, crosses, triangles, rectangles, and they try to get the person to guess, what the cards are. That's a form of telepathy. They use telepathy with me. It was with my permission because I was on channel 66 doing sports. They would give me the 14 games before each week, the week before, and they would say, now, can you tell us who's going to win each game? So I would do that. I would tell them most times I was right. I was 85% correct in most cases, or in the case where I put it in my book, Or the Ebony Princess, I think I did 14 and I got 12 right and 2 wrong. So that's pretty good. What's that, 80%? Yeah. So I was either 80% correct in most of my predictions about what games they would win. So that's a form of telepathy. Now the psychokinesis comes in a different way. That you really have to study. I don't try to give information on that at all. You will notice that. So this is for people that are interested in the subjects, and you can send in. I didn't mean to hurt people feeling about you can't send in about relationships. You can, but it's just that I get more of those questions, when I'm doing live. But when I'm not doing live, I get these kind of questions, more educational kind of questions. After all, I'm a retired teacher. So, of course, this would be more appealing to me. Okay. But I understand love relationships can really haunt you too. Okay. They really can. Especially if you love somebody and they pass and they leave you and you just want to know if they're okay. You want to know, can you hear from them? Sometimes they come to you in dreams, whatever. So, this is Aura, and I hope you enjoyed my little readings by Aura via email. And please keep sending them in. And if you want to know more about the Chippewa and the Dream Catcher, you can go to Trey Lewis, TreyLewis. He's got a lot of information on them. Okay? And most of you knew that Abraham Lincoln was the most famous, historical, interesting ghost. And one more thing about him. They said he had a dream that told him that he was going to die. He said he dreamed that he died and he was actually at his own funeral. Now that's weird. Okay. So he had a lot of intuition. He had a lot of psychic ability, the 16th president. Okay. So, young people just think he on the face of a dollar bill, but no, it's more to him than that. So if you have more questions, please send them in and I will answer them. In the meantime, I will see you on Monday at 6 o'clock. Until then, Odiba, see you later. Have a happy holiday if I don't see you. Bye.